We went to Iceland 4 times. And of course we had to stop at the geyser. It's right behind me. We are waiting, hoping it erupts while I'll tell you. That's it, perfect timing. Keep going. Our main aim for this trip was to see volcanic eruption. It already happened a few times and now it's happening again. On the first day we arrived late, rented a car, spent the night on our usual spot, and the next morning we went to the volcano. But the weather was bad, typical Icelandic weather. We didn't see much, just frozen lava fields, no glowing red, no smoke or flowing lava. We are planning to go back when the weather will be better.
This time we got a car with all-wheel drive and a tent on the roof. That's why we're independent of any weather conditions and can camp almost anywhere. On the first day we went to Landmannalaugar, a famous place you can only reach with a four-wheel drive vehicle. We would been there before but wanted to take another walk and go to a peak we hadn't been to. But as usual, the weather turned bad. It was cold, rainy and windy, around plus 5 degrees Celsius. Nothing special there. But interestingly, on the way to Landmannalaugar, you have to cross a river by car, which was the first time for us.
Luckily, we didn't drown the car.
But that night, heavy rain and strong wind covered the road with stones. We had to wait almost half of a day for it to be cleaned. We wanted more adventure, so we went to another hot spring area in the middle of Iceland. You need a tough all-wheel drive car to get there. A regular one might break down. It's a 3 or 4 hour drive from the coast, but today's weather isn't great. It's cold, around 4 degrees Celsius, with strong winds and drizzle. Very unpleasant.
But it's awesome there. There is a large hot spring area with small geysers spouting water a meter high.
Colorful stains from algae and various hot springs.
There is a camping and you can even stay overnight in the house. But the camping is pricey, about $20 per person in local Icelandic currency, of course.
Despite the bad weather, we'll try to change into swimming suits and have some baths in hot water. Maybe the weather will improve while we are there. I hope so, because it's still very bad.
Unfortunately, the weather didn't favor us. We took a hot bath, walked a little bit, but didn't stay for the night, and went to another place. Our friends in Iceland recommended it, but I can't remember the Icelandic name. I'll write it down here.
It's a large hot spring area. At the start of the road there is a tourist center, a campsite and a restaurant. The road ahead may be 5 to 10 kilometers long, is tough. Washed out, huge stones, big puddles. No way to go without an all-wheel drive. The road ends on a hill with a view of a huge hot spring area. It's steaming, almost like volcanic eruption.
Well, not really.
The slopes are multicolored, red, blue, green with moss. It's probably one of Iceland's large geothermal areas. During the rain, some passes here are a bit muddy, and since it's a clay, water doesn't drain from it. It's very, very wet and dirty, and slippery. In the most extreme places we didn't film. We tried to survive and not to fall. We walked around and came back, spent the night on this hill in the car park. And while the weather is getting better, we need to cook dinner. Here Pasha is standing to cook something. Truthfully, it's dripping from above. Well, let's see. I hope our car doesn't catch fire. During the night, a strong wind blew again, making us worry that our car with a tent on the roof might tip over. Luckily, it stayed upright, and the forecast promised good weather the next morning. We hoped to wake up to clear skies, but instead, it was raining.
Just what we expected.
Once again, we tried a different road around an active part of the geothermal zone. It was muddy, slippery, and our shoes got stuck with the lumps of mud. The snow started falling, and the car's thermometer showed plus 2 degrees Celsius. Despite the challenges, it was enjoyable. Just as we were about to leave, the sun unexpectedly appeared for a brief minute, casting beautiful colors over everything. The weather improved for a short 5 minutes, making it seem in the video like it had been good all day long. In reality, it had been raining, cold and windy, with the sun appearing briefly. Iceland's weather was consistently bad, with low-hanging clouds. When the clouds lifted, we were happy for the clearer views, even if it meant rain. It became a choice between enjoying the scenery or avoiding the rain. We might try visiting this geothermal zone again, but this time we had enough rain. We descended from the Highlands, where a four-wheel drive vehicle is necessary, to the Golden Ring area. We are close to the geyser.
Whoa, the geyser unexpectedly splashed water on me, but it was fantastic. Well, thank you Iceland for the warm welcome.
The weather has somewhat improved. I hope it stayed good near the volcano where we're headed next. We're excited to witness a real volcanic eruption with lava chunks and volcanic bombs. Let's go!
Yesterday evening we visited volcano once again. Unfortunately, there wasn't much to see. No flowing lava, no volcanic bombs, not even glow.
It seemed like the volcano had calmed down during our visit, but at least the weather was better. It wasn't raining, so there was a strong wind. We observed the volcano crater emitting smoke, had dinner with a view and descended. The next morning the weather was good when we woke up, and the trail of smoke from the volcano was visible. We tried using a drone to check if the eruption had started, but it hadn't. After 15 minutes, the weather turned typically Icelandic. raining, cold and the sky covered with the clouds.
To make the most of our time, we decided to head to the Blue Lagun.
The Blue Lagun is a famous hot spring spa, and despite being our fourth time in Iceland, it's our first visit here. The tickets are a bit pricey, costing 8,000 Icelandic krona, which is about $65 or $70. There are cheaper baths around, some are even free. As a tradition during our Icelandic travels, we make it a point to swim in a hot spring every day. To save on cost, we have a special map with hot springs, and we will leave a link in the description. Today, we are checking out another hot spring on our way. The water is warm, but the spring is a bit swampy.
Definitely we need a shower after it, but overall it's pleasant.
But this time we decided to check out the Blue Lagoon, and here we are. You can notice that the water has a milky color due to some medical clay present. The ticket includes a clay mask allowing you to try it, so let's head to the mirror to apply it. It needs to stay on for 5-10 minutes, essentially it's a silicone mask. Let's go and take a look.
By the way, it's silicone, so you can make semiconductors out of it.
Even the basic ticket includes a complimentary drink, leading to a line at the bar. The interesting part is that you can choose any drink: beer, wine, champagne, water or smoothie. Not bad! While the Blue Lagoon is cool, it's not extraordinarily special. You can go if you want, but there are other hot springs like Geyser or Mývatn that might be just as good or even better. Personally, I preferred Geyser because it offers a view of the ocean.
We have a flight tonight, so our plan for today is swim in the Blue Lagoon and then head home. However, I think we might come back here again, especially if the volcano wakes up and starts eruption.
This time, we will make sure not to miss the real eruption. If you enjoyed our adventure, subscribe, ask questions in the comments, like and share this video with your friends.
See you on new travels. Goodbye.